It begins with the memory of smoke. In a quiet corner of Kano, a woman remembers the day her world burned, not from war with another country, but from something far more dangerous, an idea. Before Boko Haram, there was Maitatsine. Hadiza Yahaya, now in her late 70s, still remembers it like yesterday. She was pregnant, carrying her son, Mukhtar. I had just left Rimi Market, she says, when the shouting started. But this wasn't ordinary shouting. It came from fear, from panic, from people running for their lives. That day, Kano stopped being a city and became a battlefield. It started at Shahuchi Playground. Police units had been sent to arrest followers of a radical preacher, a man already known for his dangerous ideas. But when they arrived, they were ambushed from every direction. Men rushed at them with swords, axes, bows, and arrows. 9 police vehicles were burned. Officers were killed. And suddenly, there was no law, only chaos. His name was Muhammadu Marwa, a preacher who came from Cameroon and settled in Kano. Tall, dark, one eye blind, the other never quite steady. He had memorized the Quran, but his message was unlike anything people had heard before. He rejected modern life. Radios, evil; watches, sinful; medicine, satanic. And anyone who disagreed with him was an unbeliever. Authorities had seen the warning signs early. In 1962, he was arrested, imprisoned, and deported. But he came back again and again. Even prison couldn't stop him. Each time he returned, he was more radical, more dangerous, more prepared. He found his followers among the forgotten. Young boys, poor, abandoned. Some as young as 11 years old. Families began to notice something strange. Their children would disappear, only to be found at Maitatsine's compound. And when asked to come home, they refused. They had found a new father, and his name was Maitatsine. By 1979, his followers were no longer just listening. They were arming themselves. Violence became normal. Assaults increased. The city was sitting on a bomb, and in December 1980, it exploded. The violence was biblical. Bodies filled the streets. Smoke covered the sky. People couldn't go to work. Hospitals were empty. Entire neighborhoods were deserted. Kano was burning. When the Nigerian military finally stepped in, the battle came to an end. Maitatsine was fatally wounded, and the man who preached fire died in it. But a man like Maitatsine doesn't die with his body. His ideas survived. In 1982, Maiduguri burned. In 1984, Jimeta. In 1985, Gombe. His movement spread like a disease. Decades later, new names would rise. Men like Muhammad Yusuf and Abubakar Shekau, leaders of Boko Haram, but their message was not new. It was the echo of Maitatsine. Because the truth is, Maitatsine was never the real problem. He was a symptom of poverty, neglect, broken systems, and thousands of vulnerable children still roaming the streets today. Today, the battlefield has changed, not in the streets, but online. Radical voices now spread through TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and young minds are still being recruited, only this time from their bedrooms. Mukhtar, the child in his mother's womb during the violence, was born the same week Maitatsine died. But even today, his life is still tied to that moment, because some fires never truly go out. Maitatsine may be gone, but the matchboxes are still everywhere. If you enjoy the story and want more stories like this, subscribe to the channel at Africa Folktales, Movies and Storytelling.